Alright, there we are. We got this. Now I can turn the game volume back up so those clicks can be in the background again. Y'all know me. I'm Katie. And what we got here is Tabletop Simulator. And I see Mox spinning their character around. This isn't going to be a full campaign episode. People shaking giant wads of dice. This isn't going to be a full campaign episode. This is the setup episode where we're going to learn... Do I need to turn the volume on this back down? Settle down, children.
It's so fun.
I am... Okay, so we're going to learn about the world, we're going to learn about the characters, and we're going to learn a little bit about the Palladium after the bomb system for people who aren't familiar, which I imagine is almost everyone. What was that?
Are you hearing Xenon talk to you?
I am not, because I haven't undeafened yet. So right now... Oh, I just realized that they couldn't hear me chastise them either. Anyway, let me undeafen Mumble so we can hear the people in the Mumble. Ahem. Now I should be able to hear y'all. Why are you allowed to do that?
Oh no, you knocked away all of my
I
dice.
mean, I could tell you not to. Would that help?
It's sort of a crime. It is sort of kind of a crime.
I don't understand. Why is this a crime?
Because it's just like you grab the dice and suddenly all you're doing is shaking dice.
I mean, that is a mechanic of role-playing games, generally.
Okay, sure, but...
Okay, so who wants... Well, actually, first let's talk about the world that we're creating.
I think maybe we should first introduce the people.
Yeah, but I mean after that.
Okay.
I'm here with other world creators. We got Xenon over here, Xenon Fiber on Twitch. We've got Mox, or a bad cat. And we've got Christy over here. That is quite an icon.
Oh yeah, it's from what's the damn thing? It's like Metal Slug.
Mercenary Kings.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's the hostage from Mercenary Kings. It's also very personal for me.
I mean, she's pretty cute.
Yes, she said, stifling a couple of responses.
So, anyway, let's each go around and say the names of our characters. I did in fact pick out the dice colors, yes. So, Xenon, who is your character? Here, hold still so I can actually look at her. Mm-hmm. Alright. She is Larg Fennec. And over here we've got Mox with... Let me see, just a sec. The art on that particular placard is from... I need to actually open up my notes so I can give proper credit.
While you're doing that, it is pronounced rye. We've been talking in the Discord about it, and I've been seeing our AI and pronouncing it Ray. Fair enough.
Alright, the art on that placard is from Furry Dollmaker by Gen 8 Hedgehog, who you can find at deviantart.com/Gen, Gen, 8, the number, hedgehog, spelled like hedgehog. deviantart.com/Gen8 hedgehog.
So that's why it looks like a Sonic's.
Yes. And over here, Christy has...
I have Jazmyne.
Mm-hmm.
Jazmyne, because she's exactly that extra. She's an armadillo and a country music player. That's a ukulele. It just looks like a guitar because she's like 2.5 feet tall. She's very small. Also could probably bench press the entire party. So that's good.
So,
literally, actually, just so diesel.
So let's talk about the world real quick. The world is loosely based on the After the Bomb setting. We're in this version, the Empire of Man, which is where the humans were, fell after only about 25 years because it was run by charlatans, politicians, and newspaper editors. So it just kind of collapsed under its own weight. Meanwhile, the mutant animals have spread out and thrived, and people just generally try to get along. Did you just take one of my blank standees?
It's fine. They're in the dice tray now.
Or on the dice tray. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And this story takes place in Oklahoma City, which is a familiar place, at least to Christy and I, because we live here. In this version, the city is split more literally than it is in real life into the 4 quadrants of the southwest, northwest, northeast, and southeast, which is a real thing, except in this version, of course, each of the quadrants has its own ruler and its own culture and all that. So it's like four kingdoms perpetually at war with one another.
Right, like feudal Japan, only with an extra kingdom.
Yes. Romance of the Four Kingdoms. Isn't that Chinese?
Chinese?
Yeah.
I'm wrong then.
Okay, so what do we got? We have got... I guess now we should go on to the character interviews.
Xenon has found out how to make Pam large.
Yes, you can, in fact, make the character larger, but that's probably not good strategically in the long run. Well, the thing is, they've got to fit in the squares.
No, I think this is proportional. Like in terms of how much buff I can do, I think it's about like this.
Amazing.
17. Oh, dag. I'm bringing it back down.
That was a Lorg armadillo. Okay, so, character interviews. Who wants to start? That is Christy with Jazmyne. And hi, Bad Road and Andy. Thanks for joining us.
Hey there. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat because I was too busy making my armadillo lorg.
Own game just got done. Well, I'm glad you decided to join us for this one. Alright, who wants to start?
I'll bite that bullet, sure.
Alrighty, we're going to have some basic interview questions, and you can go into detail wherever you want.
Gosh, I hope I do get the job.
Alright. So, what is your character's name and pronouns?
Like I said, my character's name is Jazmyne. like the rice, but not spelled the way the rice is spelled, and she like she her.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what does she look like? Give us a good description.
She looks like we got that picture.
Yeah. Let me zoom in on that.
Basically, it's like she's a type of armadillo called a hairy screaming armadillo.
It's called that for a reason, I hear.
It is called that for a reason, and it's basically like I didn't when creating the character, I didn't like take any of the like human feature. Like I have human-esque hands so that I can guitar, and I'm bipedal and can speak. So I took all of that, but there's an extra one of those called looks, which I did not take at all. It's basically, hey, you know an armadillo? Turn one of those 90 degrees and put a hat on it. So that's what Jazmyne looks like.
And I like her sense of style.
Yeah, it took me a while to come up with the kind of what kind of color scheme I want. Also, she's colorblind, so all of this is for performance. Like it's just for looks.
Has monochromus vision.
Yeah,
okay.
it's all grayscale for her. But okay. As a performer, she recognizes that people want to see stuff, and that's what it is.
All right.
What's?
Oh, that's 180 degrees. Whoops.
Oh
no. Sorry. Okay, so where does Jazmyne come from originally?
A little all over, but she proudly says that she is a native of the great city-state of Houston.
Now that's something that I should have pointed out initially. The world is going to be built just as much by y'all as it is by me. So if there's something that you want to be somewhere, it is. And I might ask you at some point where you're going, and you can literally just make up a place. Does that make sense? All right. So she's from the city-state of Houston. What did she do there?
Traveled a bunch. Played ukulele some. Stole money from people.
So she is a bit of a charlatan bard.
A bit of a bardleton, yes.
And
I feel bad about bardleton. Don't at me. I already know.
And what's this city-state she's from like? Like, is it a walled-off city, or is it like more of an open place where tourists can go in and out? Or
there's some walls around it, but they're more decorative, really. It was so what you've decided about the world is that they're the Empire of Man, which is of humankind. What is it called in the book?
The Empire of Man.
The Empire of Man isn't really a thing anymore. But the walls are from when it was a thing.
Gotcha. See, that's good.
So yeah, it's a big trade network because it's it was a big city in the first place and it's very defensible. So
a hub, as it were.
Yeah, it's a hub. It's a nice space.
All right, I like that. That means we've actually got kind of a market hub fairly nearby this where we're starting.
I mean, presuming you can get there, it's still a number of miles.
Do you live anywhere now? Does Jazmyne live anywhere now?
She just kind of travels. She and her dad were traveling folk anyway. And now she's just still doing that. It's kind of hard to like keep confidence tricksting people.
Yeah.
In staying around one area.
Yeah.
So just kind of move around. Don't move around and don't like don't waste your pool of potential marks.
All right. So you mentioned Dad right there. Tell me about him.
She was raised by her dad. They're what you call carny folk.
Yeah.
he's the one who taught her how to pickpocket people. Why it's useful to learn another language.
Mm.
She learned the guitar on her own. He taught her pretty much everything else.
Okay. And is he still in the picture?
He's not here anymore, and we kind of don't like to talk about that.
Gotcha, and we might get into that later on.
Yeah, I wanted to
Gives us a good hook.
As an experienced role player, I wanted to leave some character hooks.
Yeah, that's very important. You don't want to know everything up front. Alright, so what brought you to this polar opposite of Houston, this Oklahoma City in the middle of the Dust Bowl?
Work.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd get a lot of work here, for the most part.
There's always work.
Mm-hmm.
There's always people, and they always have money, and there's always ways to get them apart.
That's true.
And she kind of did need to be in Houston right now.
Well, she needed to not be in Houston right now?
Getting away was better currently.
Alright, so she's running from something.
Yeah, sure.
And so she just basically, you're saying she just struck out north in hopes of finding more work as she went?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, she can make a living singing. Well, not make a living, but there are places that would, like, let her sing, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Or guitar, really. The singing... She's a hairy, screaming armadillo.
That's true. They're highly sought after
The guitar's
as entertainers.
The guitar's good.
Uh-huh. Alright, so would you say that she intentionally went towards Oklahoma City because she thought she'd be able to hide there, or more like it just happened to be on her path?
I would think that she got out just, I would think that she went to... Yeah, I think that it's a good place for her to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is, as you say, a dust bowl.
Yeah.
It's not cosmopolitan.
Plus, each of the 4 quarters of the city are going to be heavily guarded and not let outsiders in.
Yeah.
Which means they check you, they let you in, they're not necessarily going to let people in who are looking for you. They're not going to bow to another government.
Yep.
So that works out really well. Do you have any other family or friends, either in the area or back home?
That's something I haven't thought about too much.
Mm.
I would say she probably has some friends back home.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she would have anyone local, although it would make sense for her to.
Mm-hmm.
It would give her a reason to be at this place.
Yeah, at least someone who said, hey, I have a place for you to crash.
I have a couch.
Mm.
I have a rusted van.
Alright, so we'll assume that you have some sort of friend who you're staying with then?
Yeah, that sounds right.
And you'll come up with that closer to the day?
Yep.
Alright, so we know what you do for a living.
Yes, thank you, Andy. A rusted truck.
A rusted truck. Alright, so we know what you do for a living.
Mm.
And that is, you're an entertainer, and also you pickpocket people, which you really don't want to get caught in southwest Oklahoma City. Because the Rat King is not into that shit.
No.
But, you've been successful thus far. What do you do... What do you do other than work?
I drink. I work, I drink, I like playing guitar, or ukulele.
Mm-hmm.
Like playing ukulele, so I play ukulele.
Okay. Not a lot of hobbies?
Not a lot of hobbies.
Okay.
Just kind of talking to people.
Now, the story starts out with each of you having been offered a mercenary job from the Rat King of the Southwest. And no relation to the Ninja Turtles Rat King, who is also cool as shit. But why were you picked out for mercenary work?
Wouldn't really know, like, why I was picked probably isn't my question to answer.
Okay.
What I'm good at is getting quietly into small spaces.
Okay.
Also, I can lift a car.
And at the same time, as long as you're an entertainer, people won't necessarily suspect you.
That's true.
Because you're already in the public eye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's pretty good. So he probably you probably caught his eye, I'd say, or the eye of one of his subjects who was...
You say he, you mean the Rat King?
Yes.
Okay.
Is the Rat King a king who happens to be a rat, or 5 rats with their tails tied together? You know, I actually thought about having the Rat King be multiple rats, but no, the Rat King is just one large rat. Oh. And he is not a buff dude in a purple shirt with 1,000 pet rats either. Let me check. We know he's... Let me see how I've got him listed here. He is... Here, let me give you the description that I've written down here. The Rat King had a surprisingly imposing shape. You'd heard stories, sure, but this creature, sitting in a massive golden throne and towering well over 8 feet tall while sitting, was something to behold. Hunched over, eyes narrowed, and covered in luxurious, if graying fur, ears, lips, and nose pierced through with many rings of various metals, and prominent scars of battle raked across his skin anywhere you can see past his coat. It's clear that his reign as king was either deserved or taken in a most brutal manner. No, the Rat King is massive.
That is a hell of a king, to be honest with you.
I almost ran out of breath just describing him. That's how tall he is.
He's 40 apples high.
I'm 1,000 ladies tall. Okay, let's see. So, one of his subjects probably was in the bar, saw you perform, and
asked
then
if I
started
could lift a car.
and then started asking around about people who had maybe heard snippets about your past. Came to the conclusion that you'd be perfect for this job. Alright, so, and last question for this first bit. Are you loyal to the Rat King?
I'm loyal to whoever's giving me money.
So that's very much a temporarily.
That is a conditionally.
Alright, so the Rat King has offered you, up front, $250.
That's a lot of bucks.
That's the currency, is bucks. $250 in order to destroy a certain item in the Northeast, the kingdom of the Diamond Dogs. Who, yes, their rulers are literally a clan of dogs.
Made of literal, actual diamonds.
Probably not, but... and if you can bring the item
they
back
are made
to
of real
him,
dogs.
Yes.
Are you, do you have everyone else muted?
I don't have anyone else muted.
Because, like, Xenon and Mox are talking and you're no selling.
I'm listening to them and I'm responding to them.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm no-selling. Are you guys okay? Am I being rude? Okay. Where was I? I've lost my place now. You only hear Kate. Oh my god. Fuck. Well, fortunately we hadn't started y'all's interviews yet. So at least we caught that before then. Shit. I see what happened. There's audio output. Yeah, I don't have it set up for the other audio output. Jesus Christ, Katie. Get it together.
It is okay. That's the reason we're having a setup game.
Mm-hmm. Audio output capture from headphone.
Wait, did y'all hear my large fennec? Did y'all hear about my large fennec? This is important.
They certainly heard my comments on the Lord Fennec. Alright, now they can hear you, though. I can guarantee that.
Did they hear my second?
And Andy has not heard you talk about your Lord Fennec.
Yes, I have very big fennec. I love her so much.
Okay, so where was I? What was I right in the middle of saying?
You were asking me one last question.
That was the loyalty.
Oh.
Right, I was describing the pay. Okay.
Right, yes. $250 against
Okay,
the
$250 to destroy the item in question. $500 if you can bring it back to him. Either way, you'll get 125 of it up front in order to buy supplies.
Oh.
Is this an acceptable deal?
That is deeply acceptable, yes.
All right. Okay, who wants to go next?
I wanna show you. Fuck. I want to show you my tower that I made.
You want to show me fuck? That's a good tower.
This is just like real D&D. Because this is what I do.
You just stack dice.
Okay, so that's not going to stay anymore. I messed that up, but there's still one more tower, and I built it.
It's a good tower. It's a very good tower.
This is so realistic.
It
I
is
have
the
almost
absolute tabletop experience.
I got scared like twice. I was going to knock it over by bumping my desk in meat space. So
It's hyper realistic. Now, if only I had one of those 2080s so I could put down raycasting, then it would look actually realistic. Alright, so who wants to go next?
I could go. Mine's going to suck, but don't worry about that.
Hey, don't be down on yourself like that. This is going to be great. Oh, whoops,
I sure
hit the
hope
space
so.
bar. Alright, so, first question. What's your name and pronouns, character-wise?
Pam, she, her, and I have to just say really quick. And my full name is Susanna Fox, but my nickname is Pam.
Alright, how'd you get the nickname Pam?
Oh fuck. There's some real tough questions here.
If you need my help or anyone else's help, that's fine.
Yeah, what do you think? I think there's a lot of potential here.
Can she cook?
Yes.
Alright, well maybe she uses a whole lot of cooking spray.
Yes. It's perfect.
That's what we're going with?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, tell us what you look like.
I mean, I got a picture.
Yeah, but can you give us a description, some with details?
Yeah, let me just figure out how this is gonna... I do want to zoom in and still talk in the mic, so I should be okay now. Yes. Very large fennec.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she does have very nice green eyes.
Yeah.
Normal, like, deserty fennec colors. Got some the worn flannel, worn jeans.
Yeah.
Buttons up. She has a nice belt. She is very strong and she is very big, and yes, she's also like I do have to make I got to check really quick. She is 7'2".
7'2". That is pretty tall, especially for a fennec.
Yeah, no, I mean I want to make the biggest fennec possible.
All right, so now where do you come from? Where were you born? Where have you lived most of your life?
I have a cabin outside of Lake Thunderbird.
Okay.
I looked at Google Maps.
Lake.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've swum in it a lot.
Yeah, no, she's got a cabin there.
Okay.
I got a cabin there.
There is so much good space for a cabin. That's a good pick.
Yeah. And Oklahoma City is, you do have to do, it's quite a hike, but you can walk in a day. You can walk there in a day.
Absolutely. I've done it before.
So, Yes. She was not born there, but she was born close in Ada, Oklahoma.
Okay. Ada. Ada, you mean
Ada,
I
yes.
was trying to parse that. Alright, so from Ada, moved out to the woods on her own. I'm curious what prompted her to give up town living for living in the woods.
See, I'm better at character design than story, but
Well, don't worry about it.
I'm not entirely sure. But she can I can brew I can brew moonshine.
Okay.
That's a very good skill.
Uh-huh.
Very
And probably something easier to do out in the woods.
Yeah, and I am very good at survivalist type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I do have 1 second. I gotta bring up my because I'm using my third monitor that I can't really read on very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fishing, hunting, trekking, stuff like that.
Okay.
And I am very good at cooking and brewing.
So you're the lady of the woods.
Yes.
All right. Now, like I said, if you need help answering a question, don't be afraid to ask anyone else at the table or even the chat.
Oh, hi B, what's up?
Hey B, glad you
B,
made
look
it.
at my fennec B.
Hey, B.
So, no idea why you might have moved out to the woods?
I mean, actually, I'm kind of thinking of it, and I think I would have done it because I'm kind of thinking that I absolutely could just live on my own like that with all my skills, including I can carpentry, water location. I can do all this stuff. I can just do it on my own. I can take care of that.
Okay. So you just basically got sick of being at the mercy of this society and just decided to strike out on your own then?
Yep.
Alright, see, that's as good a reason as any. Alright, so why are you in Oklahoma City?
That's the big problem, but
Well, we know
I'm
it's
not sure.
We know it's not too bad of a hike to get there.
yeah, that's I was keeping that in mind when I was working with that. So
So, do you go there frequently, like every couple weeks, or what?
every couple months sounds like something that would be
And you probably go there to trade and just entertain yourself and things like that?
Yeah, and there is stuff that you cannot make very easily. So
So basically, you go there for what you can't do on your own, which
yes,
there's very little of that. But
very little of that.
sometimes you just gotta interact with the society you've rejected.
Yes.
All right. Do you have any family or friends anywhere nearby, either in Oklahoma City or near to your home, or even back in Ada?
I would say in Ada,
Okay.
a couple. I don't have much on that, but that there are people there. So
Your parents still alive?
no.
No, they're long gone.
Yep.
What happened to them?
Hey, what do y'all think happened?
What happened to Pam's parents?
But with
Bears?
What was that, Mox?
Bears?
Bears. I mean, there could have been a raid by a gang of bears, I suppose.
You see, that doesn't work because we're working with, like, actual sentient furry people. I just said bears.
I mean, there's no reason it couldn't still be bears.
That's true.
Yes, it was.
It's just they have
it was
AKs
two
now.
Bears on motorcycles.
motorcycle bears. Yes.
Some maybe even motor unicycles. Is that too far?
I don't know. Are those even nothing in actual?
Okay, so your parents were killed by gang violence, probably then.
Biker
All right.
bears.
Biker bears. See, I like that a lot.
That would explain wanting to isolate yourself.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it could all feed into each other. Alright, so you probably have some family or friends in Ada, but
Yes.
probably not in Oklahoma City then?
No.
Alright. You ever have to chase kids off your lawn who have just come to camp out near the lake?
I'm kind of I'm not sure because I'm not entirely sure what the world is like in our what our world is like.
Things are sort of, I guess the best way I can put it is things are starting to normalize, but it's still very feudal.
Okay. I mean, I could definitely see that being a thing that does happen, but I would guess if you were to camp out, you wouldn't do it that close. That would be an issue, but there are people that do come down.
Do they like tell stories about Pam? Like, yeah, the lady of the woods will get you with her
I bet.
medium-sized axe.
I bet.
So there's like legends about you then.
Yep.
Alright, so okay, I guess I know what you do for a living. You make moonshine and items like that, and then you go to the city to sell them, and then use that money to buy what you need. So we've covered that already.
Yep.
Do you have any does Pam have any hopes and dreams?
One second. I just wanted to point out that Bad Road did say Berenstein Bears and too many motorcycles, and I just wanted
It's very good.
to make sure y'all knew that.
That's wonderful.
So what was the question?
Does Pam have any hopes and dreams?
Well, gay dreams. Yes.
Gay dreams. Like she wants to find love and all that, or
Yep.
okay. Any she ever like aspire to do something beyond what she does now?
I don't think so.
Okay, she's pretty happy where she is.
Yep. She does write, by the way. So that she does do that.
All right, that's a good one. So, what got the attention of the Rat King to think that you'd be good for this job?
Big Fennec.
Big Fennec?
Yes.
Well, how did your name come up? How did you get spotted other than just being big? Because I imagine there's other big people in the city too.
Yes.
Did you do something special, or
I'm not sure.
like maybe you stopped a crime in a public place and someone spotted that, or maybe you committed a crime in a public place and someone spotted that.
What crimes are there available to commit?
Tail crimes.
I mean, just basically, theft and violence in general are going to be considered crimes in these areas. There's not as many written laws as there are now.
I am not sure.
Manufacturing counterfeit perfume cartridges.
How do you do that, though?
Extra specially strong moonshine.
All right.
By the
How's
way,
that?
I'm gonna be lurking for a while. No worries, B. I don't know if extra strong moonshine really counts as a crime in this world.
I think
It
that's
will
probably
murder.
a bonus.
Like, if no one else has an idea, I'm gonna say maybe someone tried to confront you about the legends and the rumors about you down at the lake, and either maybe started a fight with you, or you managed to de-escalate the situation all on your own, depending on what you think Pam would do.
What kind of situation is
Out in the
this?
room for tax evasion?
This is... Yes. This is a situation where someone's basically picking a fight with you alongside they've got like a bunch of friends and they're trying to pick a fight with you to you know, just for the sake of it because they're drunk idiots.
I feel like Pam would definitely take a couple people down.
All right. Do you think she'd get taken into jail overnight for that, or do you think she gets away?
I don't know how.
I don't want to pressure you into the storyline. If you can come up with something better, please do.
Thing is, I cannot come up with something better.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go with this, and I feel like she got away.
Okay, she got away clean. See,
Yeah.
that would be... And, alright, and then the Rat King sends people out to track down this monstrous woman who was able to take down several people in a bar and then evade his security forces.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Also, I want to try something because there is a flick switch, and I just want to.
It's danger, okay? It did a thing.
Yeah, those things.
Uh-huh. So, why would Pam think it's a good idea to do mercenary work for the Rat King of the Southwest?
She's gotta get she's gotta get a rifle. She's gotta get a new rifle.
All right. See, that's as good a reason as any. Just needs the money.
Yep.
All right. So that means we're up to: Are you loyal to the Rat King?
No.
Not even remotely, huh?
No, fuck the Rat King. Okay, so just so you know, when I was asking about height and size of the Rat King, the first thought that went through my mind was, I wonder if I could beat up the Rat King.
I kind of figured.
And unfortunately, it was no.
He is quite Lord Rat. Let's see. And okay, so the offer he gives you is, of course, $250 to destroy the item. $500 in order to what's it called? What's the word? $500 if you bring it back to him, and he'll give you $125 up front. Is this acceptable?
Yes.
All right. And y'all can record this $125 on your character sheets. We're gonna do shopping in a little bit. Well, what is this question mark? Oh. Did you hide your miniature mocks?
They're very stealthy.
There we go. That's amazing. Okay, so let's I guess it's your turn, Mox.
Cool. What was it? All right. They are. Yeah, they are Rye R. Marlwood. I made up the name. You'd think it would be easier to say. They, them. Just, and they're good. They're a good baby.
Sweet baby. And what do they look like?
Oh, well, you've seen that. Well, yeah. Well, okay. The people. Yeah. Okay. Like blue tip Siamese, but like they're first of all, they are what do we call it? A hybrid, the thing Chimera? Yeah, that. Because reasons. So they're a hybrid cat and possum. So I did some behind the scenes splitting and merging, etc. to do that thing. Mm-hmm. And they're a blue tip Siamese possum. And they are unfortunately they're very short. They're like 4 or 5. We're right in the middle of Jazmyne and Pam, and long, blue tips. They dye their tips because they're like that. They usually look sleepy, dark brown eyes. They're fidgety. Well, not fidgety necessarily, just like really moving. They're constantly moving, and they like to be tall, and they're good, and they're a baby.
They like to be tall.
They're 26.
What was that last part?
Oh yeah, they're 26.
26. All right.
Oh yeah,
So
I just realized
How
I
do
never
they-
actually said Pam's age. She is 31.
Okay. Achievement unlocked. Restraint.
I
think
don't
it's
know
'cause
what
I
that
haven't. I think it's because I haven't flipped the table yet.
Yeah. Have not got that achievement yet, by the way.
All right. So, Rye, you said they like to be tall. What does that entail?
Mainly, it's because we'll get to this in a bit, but they do live in the middle of a forest, and they very much like to be in the trees, like looking and scouting out around them to make sure that there's nothing like coming at them or that their family's safe or whatever. So it's nicer up there. It's quieter up there, and they really enjoy that peace.
Okay. So it's not like he just wears platform shoes so that he can look down at people.
Oh my god. No. Well, on some level, yeah, because like they feel they would like to be taller. If you were going to you're going to ask me about like hopes and dreams, one of their hopes and dreams is to be taller. So there's that.
They just like maybe get some stilts. Buy some stilts with the with $125 or whatever.
Oh my god.
All right. So, where do they come from? Where does Rye come from?
Okay, well, I don't know how America do. So I was thinking Colorado, like closer to Oklahoma would be like eastern Colorado, I think.
Western, I believe, unless I have my geography wrong.
I have absolutely no idea.
Where is Colorado? We lost it.
Yeah, see, that's the trouble. Now I'm doubting myself.
Let me look it up really quick.
Near a lake, but I couldn't pick a lake because I didn't know how geography worked for like many
Okay, yeah,
years.
Colorado is to the northwest of Oklahoma. So if you lived at the southeast of it, you'd be fine.
Okay, so southeast Oklahoma, Colorado.
Yeah.
There's a lake somewhere in there, probably.
There's
it's
a
America.
few.
Yeah.
I'm looking. Here's a lake.
There.
There's Lake Kadoa at the John Martin Reservoir State Park.
Huh. How big is it?
Fairly large.
Okay,
It's
that
big
works.
for a lake, I guess.
All right, so that's where they're from then. Is that where they're born, or is that where they live now, or what?
Yeah, that is where they're born. The whole thing about Marlwood and the Marlwood Collective or whatever is that their parents and like a couple other animals kind of joined together to form like a community, like a town situation in that general area. Better to be together than apart, etc., etc. And so they grew up there, and they had Rye there, and it was a whole thing.
All right. And so, well, then that brings me to the next question of why are they in Oklahoma City now?
Well, something went wrong. A couple of things at the same time went wrong. In that there was like this really unexpected attack by, I think I said the Diamondbacks. I don't know if they want them to be snakes or not, because snakes are scary. But
a lot of the world, people don't divide up by species so much as they used to.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like it wouldn't be like fully snakes regardless. But like I didn't know if I wanted to make the leader a snake or whatever. But yeah, like it was a really unexpected attack. So like nobody was really prepared. Lookout was drunk, the average, like a lot of like little disasters just kind of dominoed all over together, and so their whole town basically got scattered. And I ended up, and there was a lot of stabbing going on, so they found, like, in all the confusion, it was really bad. So they found like a blood trail, and they just kind of followed it. They weren't really thinking. And so, like, even when they lost the trail, they just kind of kept stumbling on in that general direction. And they did eventually come to Oklahoma.
Okay. Just on their own? Did they have anyone with them, or were they all alone in that? Are you still there? I can't hear you, if you are. Can anyone speak up for me?
I'm here.
Okay, I think Mock's disconnected, maybe?
Oh yes, that is.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll just wait for them to come back. This gives me a moment to
Mox
do this.
is in chat.
Yeah, you got
What?
disconnected
Just
in...
yeah, that was weird.
That was weird.
Boom. 2 quotes now.
A whole 2 quotes.
Alright, so what I asked before you got disconnected, Mox, and you can rejoin the game at your leisure, was did they end up coming to Oklahoma on their own, or did they have anyone from their collective with them? Maybe they met someone along the way?
Oh, well, it was mostly... Okay, first of all, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What I was saying before I realized that things were happening, was that it's not that people don't like them necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
It's that they're very forgettable, is the thing. So
see, the thing is, people don't tend to forget chimeras because they're pretty rare.
okay, they're kind of special. I get that. Yes, valid. But they're very good at hiding.
Mm.
They don't like... It's difficult. People are difficult for them.
Uh-huh.
And so while they would like to go with somebody, it's always that expectation that like, okay, you only value me for my healing, or you don't really think that I'm like a person, blah 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 blah. And they're not really sure how to feel about, even though they've known these people for like years, they're not really sure how the other person feels about them. So they're kind of sketchy about other people.
Mm. They have some trouble reading the emotions of others, things like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's yeah.
That makes sense. All right.
And I mean, there is plot stuff, but we can't go into plot stuff, so don't worry about it.
I mean, we can absolutely go into plot stuff. All depends on how much you want to reveal up front.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, I will say that they had because they're they're a combat medic person, paramedic stuff.
Yeah.
And so usually with paramedics you have like a partner.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had a partner.
Yeah.
But they did die. A murder did happen. There was some stabbing going on. So and they really connected with that person more than they connected with anybody else. So after that, and an unspecified number of years, blah blah blah, they haven't really felt like connecting with anybody else. And their parents are like, you need to run the clinic when things happen. So there's that. They just wanted to get away. They didn't want to take anybody with them when they got away.
Sounds like kind of a difficult road to go down.
Yeah, they're good. They're doing it good. They got this. Don't worry about them. They're definitely not going to die in the first episode. What are you even talking about?
It's totally fine. Okay, so that actually answers a lot as far as family and friends goes as well. That being not a whole lot to speak of currently.
Yeah, I mean, well, there are the people at... I should have come up with a name for this, like the clinic situation that of the town, that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a consistent staff of like 6 people.
Uh-huh.
Like that they're not necessarily, I mean they're close, but they're not going to like it's a bond out of, we work together. They're my coworkers and my mom and dad, so it is what it is.
Ah. Alright, so they escaped is the direction they escaped in, that being the southeast, was that random, or were they intentionally going towards Oklahoma?
It started out with the bloody trail thing, and then they lost the trail.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just kind of kept going in that general direction.
Okay.
And they just eventually kind of wandered in the general direction of Oklahoma.
Okay. Now, how did they wind up on the southwest side instead of the northwest side? I think that's an interesting idea.
You're asking me questions about directions, and I don't know what directions are, so...
Well, basically, going straight in from Colorado, you'd probably wind up at the northwest side of the city first, which is an entirely different fiefdom in this case.
Oh, okay.
But instead, you're at the southwest end. What attracted Rye to go towards the area that the rats have built?
Is one of the fiefdoms cats, because they are a cat and they also are they're a marsupial, but technicalities. Cats and rats. So
Well, the fiefdoms are generally named after the 1 or 2 or 10 people who built it. Because, as I said, people don't separate by race as much as they do, say, nowadays.
Okay, so, like, I don't know much. The problem is I don't know much about
Well, see,
the rat situation.
That's the fun part, is you get to make some of it up.
Oh, dear. Well, I mean, let's say they're, like, weirdly, oddly enough, there is, like, some revival of the arts in that general fiefdom.
All right.
So, like, they came in looking for, like, to, like, I don't know, either look at some art or, like, go to a poetry reading or,
All
just
right.
do, like...
That actually fits in very well with what Christy was saying about coming to this area, about Jazmyne coming to this area as an entertainer.
Oh, maybe I came to hear Jazmyne sing.
Ah, see? Well, maybe not Jazmyne specifically. Well, I guess you can have interacted before, but you don't know each other super well at the start or anything.
Jazmyne, you have a groupie.
I mean, wouldn't be the first.
That would actually be a very fun character dynamic to explore. Alright, so Rye becomes a Jazmyne groupie. Alright, so that explains why you're here now, family and friends. Where are you living in the city? Or outside of the city?
Well, if I know Rye, and Rye is Rye, they would go for like either the highest spot or the greenest spot, because they've lived in the forest their whole life.
Mm-hmm. Oklahoma City is just kind of bumpy Oklahoma is mostly just kind of bumpy.
What's the tallest bump?
What is the tallest bump in Oklahoma? Christy might know.
We're just gonna go, what's the tallest bump in
Arbuckle Mountains, probably?
Yeah, that sounds about right. They're not huge mountains, but they are definitely mountains. At least that's what I'm told.
How close are the mountains to the city?
Yeah, that's
a distance.
Yeah, it's more than a day's walk probably.
Okay, so is there like a high apartment building or something?
There are
Devon Tower.
Oh yeah, maybe Devon Tower has been hollowed out for apartments. That's not still in the southwest quarter, is it though?
I also don't know what directions are.
Yeah, that's the problem. We don't really have... She's got a better sense of direction than me.
Devon Tower's southwest. Depending on where you're putting the center point, but...
Okay, so
The whole of downtown would be southwest.
How about you have one of the higher apartments up, not penthouse because that's more expensive.
Yeah,
But one of the higher apartments you've got rented out in Devon Tower.
Yeah, I'm just kind of biding my time, figuring out like if and when I'm going back, or if I'm sending money home, etc., etc.
All right. And what are you doing for a living while you're here?
Well, even though they kind of hate it, they are like renting out their services as a mercenary, kind of.
All right.
Like because they're a healer. That's what they do. They help party comp, so they're just kind of they're just there. Like, okay, I can do this for money.
Mm-hmm. I can just picture them saying that in character. I'm here to help party comp.
Don't even worry about it.
Which brings me around to hobbies. Do they have any hobbies?
Oh, they have this journal that they're constantly writing in.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, they write a lot, and they do love enjoy plants. And, you know, that tends to get them in high most of the time, in that they're just go and you find a secluded space and you look at what plants are there and you see what you can do with those plants. And either you have a fun time or you just kind of chill out existing with plant.
Mm-hmm. Good plant.
They plant, they write, or they watch, and they make things safe.
All right. Good stuff. Now, what are Rye's hopes and dreams?
I mean, obviously one, tall, but, weirdly enough, they would like to have a purpose in life, which sounds really bad now that I'm saying it out loud. Oh no, my baby. Do they have, other than to be tall and to like they really want to set out on their own path in life? And anything that facilitates them having a clearer purpose in what to do in life is generally what they're gonna go with. Like they do. I'm not sure plants is anything but a really fun and occasionally dank hobby for them. And like writing is always going to be there. That's just kind of how it is. So it's not necessarily that. But yeah, like they haven't really had the opportunity to have this decision, so they're trying to make the most of that.
Alrighty. So basically they're just chasing the future, so to speak.
They are on the run from the future. Yeah, that's what you said, right?
One of those. Let's see. So, what got you... So we know you're doing mercenary work, so that explains why you're doing mercenary work, right? But what got the Rat King's attention?
I can jump really high.
You can jump really high?
And I'm very sneaky.
Okay.
And also party comp.
Alright, but what... Alright, but what specific event spurred the Rat King to think that you might succeed at this particular mission, infiltrating a hostile territory to get this mysterious item that he won't tell you much about?
Well, would they steal a thing? Nah, they don't care about stealing a thing. They probably, they might have, like, I don't know, defended some people, or maybe there was, like, a heart attack or a baby or something, and they just kind of went, and they were going to walk away, but then they did come back and just went, okay, I guess I have to do this. And I don't know. I have approximately zero idea.
Anyone else have an idea?
I mean, I know I look at this good Scowly boy and think that's someone that I need to do covert work for me.
Jazmyne, no! Jazmyne, how could you?
Huh? What?
I don't trust that well.
That is not what? No, I'm not talking about from Jazmyne's point of view. I'm just like, it's a good look. That's someone who looks like they know what they're doing.
That's Christy talking.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Christy.
It's not Jazmyne talking.
Yeah. I'm trying to help.
Hey, Bad Road. Rat King's minion got run over by a cart and they did first aid.
Do you think he would care about
Oh,
the
yeah,
minions?
The Rat King does in fact care deeply about his subjects.
Minions.
About his minions.
You did say
minions are
minions.
subjects.
Holy shit, Christy.
Huh? What?
I didn't realize you could pick up the bottom of a stack.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was Katie. I didn't know you could pick up the bottom of the stack.
You sure can.
You
And
can
you
also
can
flip
roll
them.
them together too.
Anyway, as you probably noticed, Christy and I have been very busy.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I'm going over all this beautiful artwork. We've got a one-eyed Illuminati fox here.
Fox donut.
Or a fox donut.
Slox
yes.
donut.
Could be an Illuminati Slox donut.
Yes, exactly.
We got Blaze It over here. We got Calmadillo.
Hey, lift up some of your blanks.
Do what?
Lift up some of your blank cards.
Okay. But is Hick?
No, this is
Hi,
high
Kay.
K. I could not fit Katie under the thing.
Oh, okay.
Mine says butts.
Oh my god.
It's the true tabletop experience.
Somebody's trying to be very serious and put together their backstory while the other people at the table are just kind of fiddle-farting around like assholes.
Mm-hmm. Now,
It's beautiful.
I'm putting in a
Real
quote for
role-playing.
myself. There we go. So, let's see. So, are we going to go with minion is originally referred to a favored servant? Well, there you go. Are we going to go with Bad Road's idea?
I like Bad Road's idea.
Yes, good idea.
All right.
What was that just threw off the table? That's
What did you throw off the table?
no. Christy threw a placard off the table.
Oh.
I got it though. It's okay.
Okay. So long as we got it back. So, the Rat King offers you $250, $250 to destroy the item, $500 to bring it back, and $125 up front. Is this acceptable?
Very.
All right. Wow, no one haggled that. I'm surprised.
Oh, shit.
I got money. Like, I got money.
I had $60.
I got 310 bucks.
All
I
right.
know.
don't need money. I'm basically the Monopoly man.
I need money, but $160 is like 2 months' rent, so...
Mm-hmm. All right, so I would like to take us all shopping. I'm gonna put the BRB screen up real quick, and then we'll do a little bit of that in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
You mean you're in the ghost zone?
I brought like a shit ton of snacks. I just filled my arms with snacks. I got so many now.
So anyway, we're back, and we're gonna do us some shopping. And yeah, there'll be a little bit of a character building here. Let me find the damn item stuff.
Tennessee, Costco, etc.
Alright, no, that's mutations. Fuck. Anyone remember offhand what page this is on?
Which one? Shopping? It's near the end. I want to say 180 something, 182 maybe.
Alright, let's try that out. 182. There's a picture of a Rottweiler.
Okay, so that's not it.
Unless you can buy a Rottweiler, which seems kind of fucked up.
I mean, they're non-sentient animals, I think.
Yes. There's hand-to-hand abilities, which I think I'm very close to it, though. So, we're going to be looking at page
Equipment starts on 152.
152.
Yeah.
So, who wants to...
153 in your PDFs because the cover counts as a
Because the
page.
cover counts as a page. Yeah.
Oh wait, I was actually sort of close.
I need to get this a print on demand done of this. It'll be a lot easier for me once I do. It's like $20 at a couple of different places. So
Shopping is just propaganda for big math. How could you do this to me, Katie?
You know, they're not wrong.
okay, so who wants to go first?
I'm looking at stuff. Okay, I'll go first because I'm looking at stuff.
All right. So where do you go first off? What kind of store do you go to?
Like I have like a 185. Think about what I need here. I am looking. 1 second. Because I hold down and then I scroll down, and then my thing goes away. So.
Mm-hmm.
How does clothing work? As in, like, how does clothing work?
Well, I mean, you can buy a set of clothing, and that's a set of clothing. I don't understand
Okay.
the question necessarily.
Oh, so I'm wearing the I sit on my thing. I'm wearing like decent clothes or something, like old clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So you want to buy some newer clothes?
how much of a difference would that make?
I mean, in character, it could make all the difference. It wouldn't change much mechanically.
Oh, there's gloves. I'm gonna go to the clothing store. I'm gonna buy some gloves, some custom made leather gloves. It says
All
for
right.
$3.
That'd be $3 or $3. Yeah. Oh wow, stream
Yeah, I
just
guess
dropped.
most clothes are custom made, huh? Because animals are bodies and different.
Animals are bodies. I love that. That's good.
I'm adding that as a quote real quick. Animals are bodies.
We're gonna fill up this quote thing so quickly.
Oh
Be
yeah.
fine, probably.
Are you allowed to not wear clothes? No, this is a clothing wearing society.
Oh no. I mean, I suppose if I'm in the woods, I do whatever the fuck I want, but
Mm-hmm. You can do whatever you want in your own home, which in your case is like the whole woods.
yes, I can make other stops, right?
Yes, you can absolutely make other stops.
Leather boots sound really good. Leather boots, custom made, $7.
All right. Now, see, I am gonna. Well, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, these things might help you out at some point. Like, if you're walking through the snow or something, having boots is gonna make it a lot more comfortable.
Oh, so this is like tactical shopping.
It can be, absolutely, but you don't know what's coming up, so, you know, I'll just be keeping an eye on your equipment.
There is more stuff here. 1 second.
Alright, so while Xenon's down at the clothing store, does anyone else have anywhere they want to stop off?
So it says in here,
Uh-huh.
entry to a public bathhouse, including towels and soap, 2 bits.
Mm-hmm.
So probably that.
Okay.
That's first priority currently.
Alright. And you know how currency works?
Yeah, I got my buck, and then I tear it into quarters, and I hand them 2 of the quarters. That's how that goes, right?
That's how that works.
All right, cool.
So yeah, there's what I was trying to say is there are 4 bits in a buck.
Yeah. I guess there's coins. I guess there's
Yeah, there's paper money for bucks and there's coins for bits.
Yeah, which I don't know. I kind of view as like being washers.
Mm-hmm. It's not a bad idea.
Like they look like yen coins with a thing in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
Is Rye going anywhere?
You see, I've been waylaid by math. I'm trying to find out how much money I possess, and also
Well, how much did you have before the 125?
310.
All right, so you have 435.
Okay, my math was actually right. Look at me. Look at me go.
Good
Okay.
for you.
All right. Is a knife just a tiny sword?
I mean, I guess, but I can't imagine it would be balanced the same way a sword is.
You know, you're right, and I do already have 2 sword technically. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, there are non-sentient animals in the world. I would say they outnumber the sentient ones by quite a number.
I know for sure I'm getting another good sandwich. Because the one I have, like...
It's a bad sandwich.
No, like, my dad made it, but that was, like, 3 weeks ago, so,
It's a
that
formerly-
is a very good sandwich for keeping that long.
It's a formerly good sandwich. B was cutting bread earlier today when they realized they were cutting it with a fighting knife by accident instead of a cooking knife.
It's like that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
If I just had like a fuck ton of money to spend, I would get like a cutlass, just a real life cutlass. Because swords.
Now some ideas that I think would be useful overall would be things like backpacks that would make carrying equipment you'd need for this job easier.
Oh yeah, right. I do actually.
Or
I do
duffel
have-
bags.
There is something else I want to buy, and I forgot to say it.
Okay.
I'm at the gun store now.
All right.
Okay, 1 second. I gotta scroll back up to it.
Charlie
Fox,
the
what
gunman.
gun?
Charlie the gunman greets you.
Yes. Hi, Charlie.
He's a gun man.
What kind of guns you need?
Cardanian standard .32 revolver, and a box of 24 cartridges is. Thing is, it's 60 to 80, and then the cartridge is 35. So how much is
Do you
for?
have revolver as a skill?
I don't. Can I
Okay,
use it?
using
Maybe
a
that's a bad
different-
idea, actually.
Yeah, using a gun you're not skilled with is not very effective.
That's a bad idea. Okay. So I can use crossbows.
Mm-hmm. And you can use rifles.
Yes, those are expensive.
I'm sorry. For my own for my own peace of mind, can we say that Charlie the gunsmith is a capybara?
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so
Because no one fights
No
around
one-
a capybara.
No one's gonna fuck with a capybara who owns a gun store.
I've noticed there's no rounds for the bows. Do I just have infinite arrows, or is it just assumed I have arrows?
No, I think I'm gonna have to look up what bolts cost. And,
Okay, because they're not
all
there.
Just a sec, I'm looking at the bolt action rifles real quick. There's a submachine gun.
Expansive. And I don't need to be deadlier than I already am. Yet. I should say yet.
I'm trying to
The
find
next
the damn
time.
rifles. Bolt action rifle extras. That's not very helpful. Revolvers. Where are the rifles listed?
The rifles are down under the. They're weird, but they're under all the accessories first.
Oh, okay.
156, I think? Well, no, that's bolt. Well, that is a rifle.
Like a regular bolt-action rifle is only like $35 then, right? No, that's the box of cartridges.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
they expensive.
Everything is like a couple $100 for the rifles. Like I cannot get one,
Oh,
even if I
wow.
like.
Well,
I'm looking at bows though.
Well,
'cause
how
that's-
about if you want to spend all your money on a rifle, maybe you can on that Bosco, maybe you can throw in some moonshine. Throw
With
in some
no
moonshine
cartridges.
for old Charlie.
Do I have cartridges for this gun or no?
Yes, it'll come with 24 cartridges.
All right. Yes. Which one is it? Are you looking at?
Bosco 556.
A lightweight rifle. All right. It's gonna be small, but that's fine. Yeah, that sounds good.
All right.
What season is it? What, like, month?
It's spring. We'll go with spring because I can tell you what the weather's like right now in spring.
So cold and then also hot and then also very cold and then also very hot.
Yeah, see, you've got this Oklahoma weather thing just down pat.
So I will need a coat. Okay, cool.
The weather in Oklahoma spring can go from anywhere from about 105 degrees down to about 20. Stunned silence.
No, it's just facts.
Uh-huh.
It's just regular old facts about regular Oklahoma, a real state that happens.
It is not a hell dimension, surprisingly.
Are you sure?
I mean,
Not entirely.
I would not go that far.
I have a question about what payload means on the weapon thing.
That's just the number of shots you have, in this case 24.
24 hour.
There.
All right, so that's 46 per round. Okay.
Now I'm going to make this warning about guns. They're very loud. So
Don't
if
wanna-
if you're trying to sneak around, it will give you away instantly if you
Yeah,
fire
we don't
it.
we don't want to alert the zombies, right?
There you go. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Gotta
about
melee the zombies.
I see how this is going to go already. I'm just gonna be standing in a dark corner watching these two fools just get murdered, and that's gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
cool.
I think B has a really good point, and I think you should consider it. That I don't see why we can't just summon cartridges from the ammo dimension.
Of
Yes.
course. It's perfect.
It's like the nth dimensional space that Alexander Anderson pulls goddamn knives out of his coat from.
Also, the problem with that is sometimes you'd end up with anthropomorphic bullets.
Oh, like in Roger Rabbit.
Yes. Or Enter the Gungeon is what I was thinking of.
Oh, well, that's less fun.
And then the bullets start shooting at you, and it just gets real complicated. Alright, so that's all of Xenon's money.
Yeah, I have no money now.
Alright.
I got cool gloves and boots and a gun though.
Alright, who's got another stop to make?
Well, we will be going back to the clothes store just a hot second. It's just all clothes. I like clothes. Wait, why won't this game let me have skirt?
You can absolutely have a skirt. I'm gonna say it's probably the same price as pants.
It's battle skirt, okay? It's battle skirt and it's floofy and it will protect me from bullets.
Well, then it's an armored skirt. Then we're gonna have to go with armor prices and also armor stats. So would you count that as, say, quilted or padded armor?
Yeah, let's go with that because once you get past that armor, then the thing is destroyed, right? The SDC?
It can absolutely be destroyed once the SDC runs out, yes.
Okay, so maybe let's not make it a skirt because this will become lewd very quickly.
Not wearing any underwear underneath it?
Well, unfortunately not. No.
Underwear is for chumps.
Alright, well, Wow, there's actually not pants listed here, is there?
They have
Maybe-
underwear, but not.
Maybe everyone in this society is provided with pants free of charge.
See, I was coming from the other direction. Like when the designers came up with this book, they presumed everyone was like Donald Ducks.
So wait, did y'all not get ragged clothes when you started out, or is that just because I'm from the frontier?
I mean, I have clothes. I want more clothes.
Okay.
I got a couple sets of clothes.
All right, well, I'm gonna say pants are probably the same as a shirt as far as cost goes. So just like $3 for cloth pants, $5 for leather pants.
Yeah, like arms are just like legs, but upside down, right?
Cloth or
So-
leather pants is listed. It says $5, but it's listed as cloth or leather pants, custom made, so I didn't spot it. So yeah, I'm gonna say, be reasonable about it. Cheap stuff's gonna be around $3. More expensive's gonna be around 5 or 7.
So an expensive skirt then, and then
Expensive skirt, custom made skirt, around $7.
which armor? Listen, the armor's gonna be gone, so that's basically just a temporary thing that I'm spending $50 on. So I guess I'll go with soft leather.
Okay. Yeah, that's the thing about spending money on armor in this, is it can be destroyed. Xenon can do some fixing of it, I believe.
Yeah,
yes.
Xenon has sewing. Yeah.
Okay. So Xenon can probably fix cloth and leather armor with some skill. Christy, anywhere you're stopping?
I had a bath,
Okay.
so that feels good. I guess the next stop would be like going back to my buddy's house that I'm crashing at.
Okay.
To say, hey, I'm gonna be out doing stuff for maybe a couple days. It's cool.
Don't
And-
call the cops.
And B, to pick up like
No.
the clothes that aren't the bright pink clothes that I perform in, and are instead the shitty brown clothes that I do like work in,
Mm-hmm.
and the vest and the shotgun and the revolver and all of the other sundry things I have.
Mm-hmm. All right. You got anywhere you want to shop, or?
I'm looking over this list and like not really. I've got.
Is there anything that you want that's not on the list?
Uh,
If you can come up with something, you tell me, and we'll come up with a place to buy it.
Like, I do hear what you're saying. I don't really have a, like, I have most of the things I need, really.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you don't have to buy anything either, so.
I don't think I need to buy anything. I got lockpicks, I got working clothes,
Okay.
I got a backpack, I got a crank flashlight and a coiled rope. I think that's everything I need to move.
All right.
You don't have winter stuff? Please do not freeze to death.
It's spring currently.
It can get cold,
It's fine. I'm covered in hair and also can make myself a house.
but I
out
thought
of
you were gonna
myself.
say. I thought you were gonna say you could just scream a lot to warm up.
Also,
I
I
mean,
could
yeah.
I could scream a lot to warm up.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. That's a much better punchline.
Okay, I know I'm gonna have enough money for everything because
Because
That's
you
cool.
have all the money.
yes, so I don't really. I'm trying to do this math, and I am adding a bunch of clothes. So I will work on this math.
Okay.
I might be silent while I work on this math.
No worries.
Oh, you're right. It is absolutely time for REIT. Yes, you're right, B.
Oh, I am gonna say that if you want to pay off your next month's rent, I'm gonna say that since you're high up in Devon Tower, that's gonna be $40.
I will do that. Yes.
Alrighty. You probably have all of the medical stuff that you need already with you.
How unwieldy do you think a stretcher or cot will be?
There's probably a folding one that you could fit in a backpack.
Yeah, then I'll buy
Or a
one of
duffel
those.
bag.
Yeah, I'll buy one of those.
Duffel bag and a stretcher?
Yep.
Alrighty. Let me find the prices of those.
I can throw stuff really far.
Duffel bag is $2,
Oh, yeah.
so that's a good deal.
Playing some, trying to knock the pieces into each other. Oh shit! I want that. I got it. It's fine. We're good.
Now I'm trying to find what the price of a stretcher
Oh, yes.
would be.
How much does a stretcher cost?
That's what I'm looking for.
Just like doing some Googles.
Mm. See, common prices. Doctor's treatment, overnight bed in a hospital, none of those apply here.
Oh.
Welcome to Math and Looking, the stream.
Yep,
Please enjoy math.
enjoy math.
No.
Now made with real sugar.
Super sugar carrots. They're made with real sugar.
Okay, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that, like, a folding stretcher that you're gonna be able to fit inside of a duffel bag is gonna be about $5.
I will do that.
Alright. And Pam, fortunately, will have had the forethought to have packed food when she came up here. I guarantee that. So she doesn't have to worry about this, but are the other two of you gonna have like a big meal before the big mission?
Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat a food. What does this say in terms of like a food?
Oh, someone's
you-
robot voicing.
Bots, all of you sound like robots, and I'm worried.
Oh, that's weird because I was hearing everyone else sound like robots too. I
Oh,
think
dear.
something broke. I think
That
it's
might
the
have been on the
server.
server end, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, so
It's gone. We're good.
a fine dinner for two with good ale or wine, $12. So I'm gonna assume for one it's gonna be $6.
Why do that when I have bathtub liquor?
Oh no!
That's as opposed
Yeah,
to
that's-
being a bathtub liquor, which is a different thing entirely.
Bathtub liquor is really like that's all the nutrients you need. You got your heavy metals from the copper tubing and your alcohol from the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically a vegetable because it's distilled from vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have some beef jerky with it, you're pretty solid.
Mm-hmm. Some other things I might suggest are some form of light.
Well, I have one. I should buy more batteries for the flashlight. Okay, yeah.
I have a crank-powered flashlight.
Alright, well that works out.
I have color vision.
Oh yeah. Hold
Oh.
on 1 second. I have night vision. What am I even doing?
Oh, so you don't need light.
Can I have your flashlight?
Well, you don't know each other yet.
Nope. Quit whistling on the hot mic.
It's time for no livers.
It's time to do.
That too.
Hey, it's time to do it. Let's go. I need that. I need that. No, I need that. Shit. I got it. It's fine. I keep almost throwing this thing off the table and I don't know how to get it back after, so
I don't think
I'm
it
trying
can
to-
go off the table.
Are you sure? I feel like I've done that before in this game.
I don't think so. If it can, I can just hit rewind time. Here, let's test it.
Oh, the things
Bye.
come back when
Oh,
the things
there it
come
goes.
back. Yeah, the thing come back. Oh no,
Okay.
what? Oh god.
There, I hit rewind time. It's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so if something drops off the table, it respawns on the table.
Yeah, I have tested this on stream. Unfortunately.
Where did this metal D4 come from?
You can just make them metal.
No, this is the final one. Bad road.
Out of curiosity, will there be another Pam after this one? Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, which reminds me, like I need a different dice setup than this.
What die setup do you need?
I need like I don't use most of these dies. I need like the 10s and 2d4s and the 6s.
Well, I mean, if you need more dice, we can spawn them in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you may eventually need the other ones. So what more dice do you need me to spawn in?
I would need one more d4.
Alright.
How much sack does a knapsack sack if a knapsack could sack?
That is a lot of sack.
By
Sounds
which
like
I
my
mean, how
first
much
time.
how much does it hold? Because I have clothes now.
Just be reasonable and think of it that way. That's all I can really tell you.
None of us are completely sure how physics work.
Exactly.
So, I don't know if that's gonna work. But okay.
What kind of stuff can you spawn in?
I mean, dice, cards, minis.
A coin, a coin for die. It's a die too, basically.
Yeah.
A D2. I would prefer to have a D2.
Here's a quarter.
You mean a bit?
Yes, here's a bit. Roll the quarter.
Reverse siege chip. Roll the coin.
In this universe, be like heavy bullets where you can just pick up your bullets. No, unfortunately, no.
I
But
mean,
a
you
quarter
can
was
pick
2
them up,
bits.
but you
No,
can't...
quarter's 1 bit. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, you can pick up your bullets. It just won't do you any good.
Yeah, they'll just be shell casings.
Yeah. You could repack them, I guess. If
Yeah,
you
I
had
mean,
a machine.
That's what we used to do. Make money was what's it called? Press the bullets? I fucking forgot the name of it.
Repress the bullets.
Yes, repress the bullets. That's the one. Oh, we used to make money that way. Alright, well, I think we've about got this all done then, huh?
Do you want me to list
Oops.
things, or should I just put it on my character sheet and we'll deal with it later?
We can deal with it later if you want. I thought we might get a little more, like, roleplay out of this.
Oh shit,
but-
sorry.
But I think we've basically
Disaster.
got everything I think we've basically got everything done that we wanted. So
I didn't think I could flip. I was trying to move it back because I accidentally flicked it like off into the abyss and it was respawned next to your stuff. Then I flicked it again and it just destroyed it.
yes, a reloading die. That's what it's called.
I'm guessing we have to clean up before we save, right? Are we saving it like this?
No, I'm
or...
just gonna save it how it was before, or I'm just gonna leave it saved as it was at the beginning, and we can reset it next time. All right, so I am going to deafen myself here on Mumble real quick and do this outro. Okay.
Okay.
gonna read the outro I wrote, and then we'll call it. Let me go over the schedule for the next week real quick first, though. Okay. Thursday is gonna be, that's tomorrow. That's Alice continuing to build the 20076 Leppen Technician Trash Beetle bootleg. Friday is gonna be me doing Kirby's Dream Land 3, probably finish that up. Content warning for some Nightmare Fuel and blood and other stuff. Yes, that's a Kirby game. Yes, that's actually true. Saturday morning's gonna be Christie's wild card stream. Any ideas what that's gonna be?
Probably Poker Night at the Inventory.
All right, Poker Night at the Inventory. That's a fun little Telltale game about poker and the inventory and knights. Like nighttime, not like armored knights.
But not armored knights.
And Sunday is Sue starting on Mother 3. Monday is Christy.
Don't know.
Don't know. She don't know. And finally, Tuesday will be Andrea continuing Minecraft Story Mode. Another fun Telltale game. So thanks everyone for joining us. Stay tuned for just another minute while I read this out for you, okay? Let me turn down the sound effects here. There we go. Gotta close some windows. I'm very organized, can you tell?
I'm just curious, is the gravitas of what you're about to do going to be ruined by us looking at...
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
So, since I was able to cut out the sound, it's fine. I think that's the version I need. There we go. The world was once a beautiful place. At least, that's what the elders tell us. Some of them have supposedly been around long enough to remember it. In the old times, these old ruins were filled with people. Mutants and humans lived together in relative peace. Of course, there weren't a lot of us back then, not like now. Humans are a dying breed, you know. I guess that makes sense, seeing as they created something so horrible that it killed most of them off. Now we, the mutants, have outgrown our human creators. Outbred them. Outlived them. The fragile empire of humanity has long since crumpled under its own weight, and we're what's left. And here in the city of Oklahoma, we do our best to eke out a life in the livable zones. 4 kingdoms divide the city, constantly fighting each other for territory, but none ever really gaining ground, forming uneasy alliances in order to hold their own space from potential invaders. That was the culture when 3 mercenaries came in, looking to make a few bucks. The Rat King needed something done, and he needed it done yesterday. Much as he hated to admit it, he couldn't do it alone. See, there was rumors of a new breakthrough in the Northeast, Kingdom of the Diamond Dogs. The old rat didn't know what it was, but he knew that it didn't pay to let his enemies get a leg up neither. So out went the call for mercs, and in came these folks. Folks who couldn't be traced back to their employer. Oh my god, I just fucked that up entirely. Can I do another take?
No, we're live, pal.
See, there's rumors of a new breakthrough in the Northeast. Kingdom of the Diamond Dogs. The old rat didn't know what it was, but he knew that it didn't pay to let his enemies get a leg up neither. So out went the call for mercs, and in come these folks. Folks who couldn't be traced back to their employer. It was a dangerous job. Sometimes, that's what you gotta do to survive. That's just how things were after the bomb.